I'm currently out in the middle of nowhere. And when I say out in the middle of nowhere, what I mean is I'm at the side of the road at the A30. And as the van's been driving really well recently, I thought I'd take it on a bit more of a longer distance drive. Not really going that far, but the plan is that we're going to head up to Culford Lake today. Most people, when they're on their way down to Cornwall and they're coming down the A30, they normally stop off at the Jamaica Inn. And the reason why I've sort of mentioned Culford Lake is because it's very close to the A30 and also very close to the Jamaica Inn. Now, I have heard there's a lot of sort of free parking spaces down there, but there's a lot of height restriction barriers, which I'm not going to be able to stay at with this van. So because of that, I'm going to see if I can actually stay at the Culford Lake Tavern or something. You can camp there, we'll check it out. I haven't booked anything, I'm just going to see if I can rock up and just see how hospitable they are if you just turn up. And the A30 has actually been undergoing some maintenance for what feels like 4 years, but I'm not sure if it actually was that long. But now that it's all open, you know, you can pretty much get anywhere in Cornwall quite easily. And to be fair, the van needed a good long run. Now, for those of you that were expecting the final episode of the Vivaro build this week, I'm halfway through making that video, but I'm still waiting on a few things to arrive, just so that it's just the finishing touches really. And also, I wanted to get out in the van. All right, let's go. Okay, so here's the first little lay-by that they said that you used to be able to stay in. So, look at it this way, if you can touch the top of your van, then you're not fitting underneath there. There's a lot of sheep around here, so probably best to keep the speed to a minimum. Okay, you done? How's it going? You alright?
Yes.
Have you got any space for a camper van?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay, sure.
I haven't booked anything, I didn't know whether I needed to or...
Oh,
yeah, proper raining.
You do vlogging or?
Yeah, just showing off your lovely place you got here. Look at this, under umbrella as well. Yeah, so it's that van there.
Okay.
If it can fit anywhere. I don't need electric hookup, so.
Okay. So you can take any of these on the right hand side.
Just here on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
On the right hand side you can.
Excellent. And how much is it for the night?
£15.
15. Okay, that's pretty reasonable. Anything go on down the lake or anything?
You can walk to the lake, but
Yeah.
you have to go by the main road.
Down the main road
Yeah.
to get down to it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nice guy just showed me around. Took me around with an umbrella, bless him, because it's absolutely hammering it down out there. So he was telling me that, it's £15 to stay here without hookup. If you want hookup, it's £20 a night. I've just rocked up. It's not very busy, to be fair. I mean, we're not really in the sort of summer period yet anyway, but we've got a view of the water. He did say that if you do want to go down to the lake, you have to go back down like on the main roadway to get around. We're going to park up at the top there. They've got those glamping pods here, and they've also got accommodation as well. So, but there's a bar, so, and we're on a campsite, which means I can have a beer. I've got beer in the back anyway, so we're all good. we are here. £15 to stay here though, I think that's pretty reasonable. This pitch is fairly level. Again, levelling blocks, as I've mentioned before. I've still not got any because I wasn't planning on staying in a campsite. If you want to come to a campsite though, which is pretty quiet, I can kind of hear the A30 from here, but not really, and that's only because I've got the door open. But I bet when it's nice and sunny, this place probably gets fairly busy. Right, well, I think it's probably about time I did a little bit of exploring. Now, he did say to me that the only way to get down to the lake is if you go back out to the main road, but I've just sent the drone up and I think I saw a little dirt path down to there. So I'm going to get on the bike and see if I can actually get down to the lake from here. Oh god, that wasn't easy. Right, well that's stumped that then. This is private land, so that's why it looked like you could pretty much ride down to the water there. I mean, they could let me on their land, but I'm not going to ask. Problem is, like a naughty boy, I didn't bring my helmet, so I don't really want to go out onto the road. Seems to be no access. I should probably look up and see if there's actually any activities that you can do at this lake, or whether it is what it is. Here's the sign that we passed on the way in. Curry Moor, eh? Cool. Right, well, I think I'm just going to go to the bar and have a beer. I'm going to go through for a drink, if that's alright. Oh, you've got a well.
It's very old.
Yeah? Thank you, mate. It's a view, isn't it? Just started raining. Hey, sheep! Just scared the sheep off, didn't mean to. Right, back to the van. Oh, there's more sheep over here near the van. We got a runner! Come back! Now, it does make me wonder, like, you come to places like this, and the couple that I was just talking to in the pub were saying that they've been coming here for years and it's always quiet and that's why they come here. So part of me almost feels bad that I'm sort of promoting it to the world, but then at the same time, you know, surely the business owners would want more business, right? So, because of the rain, this is one of the bad things about having your bed at the back of the van. As soon as you open your back doors, that's what she said, to get your bike in, then all your bedding starts getting rained on. So I had to move quite quickly. But so I'm thinking, because it's raining, I'm not going to take a trip down to the reservoir at the moment, but I might pop down there in the morning. I'll get up early and just have a little wander down there. I'll drive down, I think. The beer of choice this evening is Tribute out of a can, because I'm on a campsite. Unfortunately, St Austell Brewery do not do a non-alcoholic ale, which I find quite strange, but hopefully at some point they will make one and I'll taste it so that you don't have to. Looking at it out here, I think we might be in for a bit of a thunderstorm tonight. There's been a few rumblings that I've heard whilst I've been sat in the van here, but there's nothing going on now. Oh, there's another caravan here now as well, look. So they do get a few people in. So that's me, a Sprinter, a VW T4 and a caravan. And now it's time to talk to you about today's video sponsor, Y-Food. And today we're going to be looking at Y-Food's Taster Pack. I very, very rarely eat breakfast. Breakfast is the one meal where I wake up in the morning and I tend not to be actually that hungry. I normally just have a coffee and then get on with my day. And sometimes I don't even eat until midday. Obviously this is not good for anybody. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So Y-Food reached out to me and they offered to send me this taster pack. And I've got to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. One of the main benefits of the taster packs that they do is that you can actually try out a range of different flavours without actually having to spend too much money. Considering they have no added sugar, they actually taste really good. If you're new to complete nutritional products like Y-Food, what you're basically getting is a complete 500 calorie meal. And in that meal, it contains everything the body needs in terms of 26 vitamins and minerals, 34 grams of protein, essential omega fatty acids, you're getting your essential fibre. If you're the sort of person that struggles to find time to have lunch when you're at work or anything like that, then this could be a good alternative. Now the one that really caught my eye was the cold brew coffee, because technically I always have coffee in the morning. I could actually have this instead. This Happy Banana is the one that I'm going to be trying now. Shake well before use. Once opened, please store refrigerated and consume within 24 hours. But one of the great things with these is that you don't actually need to refrigerate them unless they've been opened. So you can literally just keep them in the cupboard, grab and go, chuck one in your work bag if you need to. Another thing to note with these as well, they're lactose free and they're also gluten free as well. And another plus side for me personally is that the packaging is carbon neutral as well. And with the taster pack you are pretty much getting their standard flavours, which are classic choco, smooth vanilla, cold brew coffee, happy banana and fresh berry. So if you want to get your hands on your very own taster pack, if you use my link in the description, LoveSundays-YouTube, you will get 10% off their online store. Now for everyone that keeps up to date with these videos every week, you will know that the last time I stayed in this van I pretty much ran out of gas, but I have a pack of 4 now. That should last me at least a year. But even though I've got this, I'm still going to cook the pork belly in the air fryer tonight, because last time I did that it came out really well, and you know, I just think it's pretty much no hassle, is it? Asian style salt and pepper pork belly slices. Yummy. I'm just going to stick them all in. Now the last time I did pork belly I used this one's bigger brother, the other air fryer, but I ended up leaving that at home because I figured I don't really need a really big one. But it means now I haven't got a huge amount of space to do these pork bellies. But not to fear, that'll do. Got no fingernails. Ugh. This is my second can. So you may have noticed recently that my voice has been a little bit deeper in some of these videos. You've either noticed or you haven't. I have had a cold going on for about 2 weeks now. But you know, I've still been working on the van. You know, when you've got deadlines, you just literally, you can't take any time off. So you've just got to soldier on through it. But it's just sort of dragging it out. So I'm going to apologise for my raspy voice. Another thing to know if you're going to stay at this campsite, I have literally no internet whatsoever. I mean, it's fine, I just won't be able to watch a movie tonight and then fall asleep. Ooh, I think they're done. Yeah, that's cooked. This doesn't look like the best meal I've ever made, but I'm sure it's going to taste very nice. I was worried it was going to be a little bit dry, but it's not. So I've been thinking a lot about what I said recently about thinking about getting another van. And as far as selling this van goes, I've been playing with the idea of possibly raffling it as opposed to just selling it. There is a company where you can literally raffle off prizes. I just think it might just be a bit more fun than just sort of selling this on. And if that goes well, when I come around to sort of selling the Vivaro, whenever that happens, then I might actually raffle that one as well. If it goes well, of course. I'll be honest with you, I was tempted to go down for a little wander down to the pub, but there doesn't seem to be much happening out there. And if I'm perfectly honest, it's 9:15 now, and I think I'm just going to get an early night. Right. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning everybody, and good morning sheep. It is 7 AM. Let's get down to that lake. I'm not going to park nicely, I'm just going to chuck the van in. So then what you do is you walk down this country road at 7 o'clock in the morning with your Crocs on. Very peaceful out here now. So it would appear, if people can't get through the height barrier, which I don't think they could because of their roof boxes and things, they just park out there. It just seems mad, doesn't it? That there's all these spaces down here, but they'd rather you just didn't come in, so then you just have to litter up the road. Well, it's costing them money because you do have to pay to stay here, so. Right, so there it is, Culford Lake. It's like a mill pond. I mean, there are people hanging wetsuits up there, so maybe you can go in the water, go for a swim. I just spoke to the people that were coming up this way and I asked them if they'd been in and they said not yet. So I'm not sure if you're supposed to be swimming in this or not, but it just goes to show this is like a hot spot for people to stay, because there's even a tent out there. Maybe that's one of their vans out there and they just pitched a tent down here. Who knows, but there's tents here, but you know, they're not doing any harm. This is what doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I guess the barriers are up there, they'll just stop it getting filled with big camper vans like mine and like that motorhome that's up there, taking up all that space, and then meaning that day visitors can't actually visit the lake. They should just have an overnight stay. You know, you pay for the evening and then you leave by 9. Simple, really. Right, well, that's the lake, everyone. I'll have to come back down here with the Vivaro once it's finished and stay here for the night. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get through that height barrier. Looks like somebody's hit it. I think the moral of this story is you can put up height restriction barriers, but people are still going to park there. So obviously, you know, I've only just seen this side of it. I don't know whether there was like a huge issue with people staying or outstaying their welcome or anything. Completely understand that, but by the looks of it, people are still parking here. I'd just like to say a big shout out to all of my supporters, everyone who's bought me a beer through the link in the description, and also everyone that supports me on Patreon. You're absolutely legends. It enables me to do trips like this and to show you secret hidden gems, as I like to call it, around Cornwall, and hopefully a bit further afield soon. But also thank you to everyone that comes back every week and just watches these videos, because that also helps massively. But other than that, I'll see you next week. Hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better and have a bit more energy. I need to get back out in the sea. And also, hopefully, the Vivaro build will be finished by next week. I'll see you then. Cheers! Oop.